Good day everyone, and today we will be tackling the Chapter 5, Staffing. So in this lesson, we will learn the definition and nature of staffing, recruitment, selection, training and development, compensation, wages and performance evaluation, appraisal, employee relation, employees movement, and reward system. So to start the report, we will learn what is staffing. So staffing is the process of hiring eligible candidates in the organization or company for specific position. So in management, the meaning of staffing is an operation of recruiting the employees by evaluating their skills, knowledge, and then offering them specific job roles accordingly. Staffing is basically about getting the right people in the right places within a company. So it involves finding, hiring, training, and managing employees so that they can do their job well.
Nature of staffing function. So there are 5 staffing function. So number 1 is staffing is an important managerial function. Staffing function is the most important managerial act along with planning, organizing, directing, and controlling. So kaning pagpangita og staff or mga trabahante in a business, it is the most important managerial act because you have the power to choose kung kinsa ang pinaka-effective nga staff ang imuhang pilion. So together with planning, organizing, directing, and controlling. So, the operations of these 4 functions depend upon the manpower which is available through the staffing function. So, kaning pagpangita og staff is nakadepende po na siya kung pila ka buok mga panginahanglanon nga manpower ang available sa pagpangita og staff. Kung pila ka buok kinahanglan dira nga department and that department mo na siya. So, number 2 is staffing is a pervasive activity. So, when we say pervasive, it is commonly known as kanang bitang nag-spread na throughout every area, kanang nagkalat na siya. So, ang pagpangitag staff is common gid na siya. So, as staffing function is carried out by all managers and in all types of concern where business activities are carried out. So, kaning isa sa business activity gyud is kanag yung pagpangita og mga staff. Number 3 is staff is a continuous activity. So this is because staffing function continuous throughout the life of an organization due to the transfers and promotion that takes place. So kanig yung pagpangita og staff is dili gyud ni siya maputol-putol kay na ay ma-promote. So kato ang mo promote man siya, musaka siya, so dapat na mo puli niya, so mangita na pong staff and so on. Number 4, the basis of staffing function is efficient management of personnels. So human resources kaning mga HR can be efficiently managed by a system or proper procedure. That is kanang recruitment, kaning mo ni trabaho sa mga HR, kaning mga recruit, selection, kaning placement, training, development, and providing remuneration, etc. Number 5, staffing helps in placing right men at the right job. So kaning pagpangita og staff is kanang dira gyud nato makita kinsay pinaka-deserve sa pwesto. Right man at the right job. It can be done effectively throughout proper recruitment, kanang pangitaan ka og mga tarong nga papel, kung ikaw ba jud ang ilang gipangita nga staff. So mga procedures, and then finally selecting the most suitable candidate as per the job requirement. Number 6, staffing is performed by all managers. So depending upon the nature of business, so depende kung sa kakang klase nga business, kung size of the company, qualification and skills of manager, etc. So, in small companies, even though you have a kanang gamay nga kumpanya lang, so the top management generally perform. So, kanang mga pinakataas nga manager, mag-perform job po na sila kanang pagpangita og staff, kanang staffing. So, in medium and small scale enterprises, so it is performed especially by the personnel department of that concern. Thank you.
So let's move on to the recruitment and selection. Recruitment is the process that organizations use to source, attract, and identify candidates for their open positions. The goal of recruitment is to gather as many suitable candidates for the role as possible. So for example, a company in undergoing expansion might engage in recruitment to fill newly created roles, while the other one is the selection. Selection is the process of assessing candidates' qualities, expertise, and experience to narrow down the pool of applicants until you are left with the best person for the role. This process usually involves conducting interviews and using various tests and assessments to evaluate each candidate. For example, after conducting interviews, skills assessments, and reference checks, a hiring manager engages in the selection process by choosing the candidate who not only meets the job requirements but also aligns well with the company's values and culture. So steps in the recruitment and selection process. The first one is create meaningful job descriptions, which is crafting meaningful job descriptions involves clearly outlining the role, responsibilities, and expectations. Use specific language to describe tasks, highlight required skills, and emphasize the impact the role has on the organization. The second one is the advertise posting in the right places. To effectively advertise job postings, target platforms where your ideal candidates are likely to be present. Utilize popular job boards, industry-specific websites, and professional networking platforms. Leverage social media channels to reach a broader audience. Consider partnerships with educational institutions, professional organizations, and local community centers. The third one is the screen resumes thoroughly. It means carefully evaluating each resume to assess the candidate's qualification, skills, and experience in relation to the job requirements. The fourth one is schedule, host, and evaluate interviews. Scheduling interviews involves coordinating and setting up interview appointment, while the hosting interviews is conducting the actual interviews with candidates, and the last one is evaluating interviews after the interview, assessing each candidate's performance and suitability for the position. By effectively managing these three aspects, organizations can streamline the interview process, make informed decisions, and ultimately select the most suitable candidates for the job. The fifth one is run various tests and assessments. In the context of hiring typically involves administering different evaluations to candidates to gauge their skills, knowledge, and suitability for a particular role. While in the last one, select and hire your ideal candidate, involves carefully evaluating candidates throughout the hiring process and ultimately choosing the individual who best fits the requirements of the job and aligns with your company culture. This process typically includes reviewing resumes, conducting interviews, administering assessments, and considering factors such as skills, experience, and cultural fit. The goal is to identify and secure a candidate who not only possesses the necessary qualifications but also demonstrates the potential to contribute positively to the team and organization.
Selection procedure. Selection of workers is regarded as a policy matter. Every enterprise has its own policy for recruitment. The following procedure is adopted. So this procedure, receiving and screening the application, sending the blank application form, preliminary interview, administering tests, checking references and an investigation of previous history, and interviewing helps the company to select the right individuals who are fit for the job. Selecting the right workers is crucial for the success and sustainability of a company or a business.
Importance of employee relations. Employee relations are important because they form the foundation of trust between an organization and its employees. When workers feel respected by their supervisors for their contribution to the organization's success, they tend to reciprocate this respect with hard work and loyalty towards the company. Negative employee relations impact business performance in several ways. Unhappy employees can lead to higher rates of absenteeism and turnover. HR Equity estimates that it takes approximately 45 days for new employees to become acclimated to their new job. This makes a high turnover rate expensive and lower productivity. Poor employee relations practices also result in increased rates of theft and safety violations. Employee relations issues that work their way into the news media and onto social media sites can also damage a company's reputation and hurts its bottom line. In this statement, it clearly explains that employee relations are crucial as they establish trust between an organization and its staff. When employees feel value, it fosters commitment and hard work, reducing turnover and absenteeism. Negative relations can lead to decreased productivity, higher turnover costs, increased theft, safety issues, and damage to the company's reputation through media exposure. Prioritizing positive employee relations is essential for organizational success.
A pleasant day, everyone. My name is Shunyo, and I am going to report about the compensation or wages and performance evaluation or appraisal. So, compensation or wages and performance evaluation are related to each other because the employee's excellence or poor performance also determines the compensation given to them. So, ang pasabot ana is kung unsa ang imong gihatag sa imong trabaho, mausad ang imong makuha when in terms of compensation. So, if your performance are good, then your compensation will also good. If bad naman, the wages or compensation also bad. So, after considering other internal and external factors like the actual worth of the job, compensation strategy of the organization's conditions, the labor market, cost of living, and area wages rates, among others. So, ang pag-evaluate sa performance sa employees are not easy. So, daghan pa kayo na siya o pasikot-sikot and daghan pa kayo na siya glantawon if the employees are worth to have this job or worth to have this compensation. So, to the next topic, it's all about the types of compensation. So, there are three types of compensation. So, the first one is direct compensation. So, it includes workers' salaries, incentive pays, bonuses, and commissions. So, when we talk about direct, so mismo sa ilaha or mismo in a personal or direkta sa ilaha nimo siya gihatag. That's our example or their salaries, di ba? Kanang magsweldo na mo, di ba? It's physically or direct na ang kuan ang mukuan sa iyang salaries. So also the incentive pays, the bonuses, and the commission. So the second one, compensation, is indirect compensation. So this includes benefits given by the employers other than financial remunerations, for example, travel, educational and health benefits, and others. So isa sa mga types of compensation which indirect. So you gave them a free travel para ma-enjoy niya iyang life sa imong employee, or educational benefits para mas mahubog pa dyan ang knowledge sa imong employees, and also the health benefits. So sila sa may example of indirect compensation. So the third one is the non-financial compensation. So this includes recognition programs, being assigned to do rewarding jobs, or enjoying management support, ideal work environment, and convenient work hours. So non-financial compensation, like you reward your employers a kind of kanang small things, like ipahuway nimo siya for a long work, for an 8-hour work, imo siyang ipahuway. That's non-financial compensation. Also, you recognize the employee. Isa siya sa mga non-financial compensation. You recognize the employee that very good performance sa iyang work. So, mo na siya, imo siyang i-recognize, and then rewarding the jobs or enjoying their management supports. So, that's all for my part. Thank you.
So, employee movements. They are inevitable and are often the result of evaluation or structural changes within an organization. An organization can move its employees either vertically and horizontally. So vertical movement, it entails the movement of an employee from a lower position to a higher one, or vice versa. So for example, promotion and demotion. So promotion, movement to a higher level or position, tenure and meritorious performance, while the demotion, a movement to a lower level or position. A common reason is inefficiency or poor performance. The horizontal movement, it involves the transfer of an employee to another department or position within similar responsibilities or status. So for example, transfer and separation. Transfer, a movement to another position or location, but with the same level or scope of responsibility, while separation, employees' departure from the organization. So there are 4 examples of separation. First, resignation. Second, separation with authorized cause. Third, separation with just cause. And fourth is the retirement. So first, the resignation. It is an act of retiring or giving up a position. Second, separation with authorized cause. For example, layoff, a discharge of a worker or workers because of the economic condition or shortage of work. Third example is separation with just cause. This includes misconduct, negligence, or other actions that justify immediate firing. The fourth and last one is retirement, the action or fact of leaving one's job, career, or occupation permanently, usually because of age.
Reward system refers to the monetary and non-monetary psychological payment that an organization provides for its employees in exchange for the work they perform. So, reward system are incentives given to employees to command and encourage high performance in their work. Usually, employers give rewards to employers once they have reached a goal or a complete specific test. So, there are 2 types of rewards, the extrinsic and intrinsic rewards. Extrinsic rewards are items such as part of the job, while intrinsic rewards relates to a satisfaction that is derived from actual performing the job, such as personal fulfillment and a sense of contributing something to society.